Another
Oh, he's
reset.
up using the high-low mix-up now.
Open him up again with another low. Gonna spend some meter this time.
Okay, I think I got this working now. Let me know if you can hear my mic. Ah, good. Glad you can hear. Can you hear like a fan in the background, or is it not too bad? So no, last week it was really, really bad. But I switched mics. Oh, okay, I'm glad it's not too bad. Can you hear my background music? Okay, good, good. Yeah, I actually don't use custom UI. So if anyone has any recommendations, then I don't mind experimenting, or I should probably use custom UI at some point. I just got used to how it is. Yeah, I think my issue is I'm using a different version at work, and that's got custom UI, but the home one is pretty vanilla. Oh, right too. Hey, I work at Riot Games. But I'm pretty new, I only started 3 weeks ago. Right, I'm gonna start making some clothes. Ah, thanks, A-Cubed. Oh, Shane Olsen's, yeah, I should do that. He's really great. Right, I'm just gonna extract this bodice piece. Save first. I've been using it for about 7 years. Maybe 8. I can't remember. Okay, this, I may try and 3D print this, so I'm just going to try and do the clothes like ridiculously chunky. So I don't want any thin edges yet. I think my scene scale is messed up, so I think I'm going to have to resize all of this at some point. Dynamesh is acting really weirdly. It's usually because the scale is wrong. Alright, smooth this a bit. Oh, hey Nia. Well, I think the default UI in ZBrush isn't bad at all, so I just get used to it. And this song's really loud. off the skirt. I'm gonna make this bottom layer first. Don't need this either. Hi, Mahert. How are you guys? Oh, I just need more reference. Okay, looks like the seam is something like this. Ah, hey, Real James Chan. There's quite a lot of us actually. But not all of them work on League, so there's maybe like between 20 and 30 of us. If anyone from work's watching, I could be really wrong, but I'm not sure. As far as being a LOL fan, yeah, I'd say definitely. That's pretty important to the culture, and I mean, not just being a fan, but being aware of like the game's history and the characters. And being in touch with fans, I'd say, is really important. So just having that awareness, but you definitely don't have to be like the greatest player. That's definitely not required, but obviously it helps. Like the better you can understand why certain things resonate better with fans, I'd say is the most important thing. I think this should go down a little more. Yeah, anyway, did that make sense? Sorry, it's hard to think and sculpt at the same time, but let me know if you have any more questions. I'll try and answer. Oh, hi, Lucid TV. I finished working for those guys now, but it was a really fun experience. I'm glad you liked her. That's really kind. Yeah, this should be lower. Her top is like a corset but divided up into different segments. Just gonna give it some edging though. Just gonna fake some thinness of the fabric. Oh, were you? I never really got around to playing much because I was a little too busy. But I think everyone did a great job on character art and environments. Okay, I think that's a bit better. I think I'm going to make her body even slimmer underneath. So ribcage is really tiny in the ref. Oh yeah, I think someone asked about ref. Yeah, basically I have the turnaround open next to me. But when I'm working on different parts, I might have other images open too, like specific items of clothing or specific like anatomy things. But I don't think I'll be going too far with like actual anatomy because she's wearing clothes, so I don't want to waste too much time. But as long as the overall shapes are right. Okay, I think that looks better for now. Okay. So the next part. I think. Just going to mask this out and extract again. Oh, hi, Meow Sparky. Thanks very much. This stuff looks like it's going really well too. How's your experiments with 3D prints getting along? Did you print any of your little creatures yet? Let's see. Lucid. I'd say try and identify like the specific niche where you want to work and build your portfolio towards that. So try and like identify what you're interested in the most, if it's realistic stuff or stylized things, and then think of trying to identify the studios who do those things, and then I'd say it's worth tailoring your folio to certain studios. I wouldn't recommend just one studio, but to like a handful to an extent. But if you do want to do other things, and if you are interested in multiple things, like I'm quite interested in trying realistic stuff now and again, I wouldn't let that stop you. So I think people always appreciate seeing diversity. To a certain extent, as I'd say, but at the same time, like try and avoid having like a lot of bad to average pieces in many different styles. It should be like fairly clear what you want to do. How does this look at the back? But sorry if that was a bit rambling. If you have like any more like specific questions, I'll do my best. That was just the first thing I could think of right now. I'm just trying to figure out how this back looks. I think it just goes down in a point like this. Oh, and then this does cover the front. Oh, Rob, that's good. I'm glad. I just plugged in the mic and it seems to work fine. I don't know why it was been really quiet last year. You got a master copy made of the figure, currently experimenting with casting colours. Oh, so you mean casting in different coloured resins? And then would you paint things like eyes on top? Air cannon, yeah, I think so. It's like one of the cheapest ones. I'd like to own a nice headset someday. Okay, I'm gonna extract again. Oh, the back didn't work. Get rid of that. Not enough resolution here. Yeah, I'll do it. So this part I only need this bit here really. Delete that. Yeah, Sparky, did you use, how was your experience with Ownage? Did you enjoy the process? Like, did you do all your own tooling, or did they do a lot of the tooling for you? I'm just curious because I haven't learned how to do it yet, so I've never done my own tooling, but I really want to at some point. gonna put this something like that. More thickness here. This looks so bizarre right now. Just gonna push that there. Right. Maybe this should be pretty much like skin level. And then conform this to the skin. Let me catch up with chat. James Chan, let's see. It depends what stage of the project. I think in general, in kind of like more of a pre-production setting, then I spend like loads of time in there, but during production, I think it's best to get things out of ZBrush fairly quickly and start testing them in Engine or in like your viewer of choice, just to make sure everything is going to look good in the actual context that players are going to see it in. I don't think it's particularly constructive to spend like weeks and weeks in ZBrush. And it depends on the fidelity of the asset as well and how it's going to appear. That if it's necessary to have a certain amount of detail, then I think it's a little wasteful to stay in there super long. But probably on production, maybe spend about, well, it depends on the asset. Anywhere from 5 days to 25 days, depending on the fidelity that's required. But I know like some studios who are doing like hyper-realism, they're probably going to spend much longer. It's hard to give like a good answer because everything is just so variable. But let me know if that made sense. Okay. Oh, hi Katja. Oh, awesome. Yeah, actually I meant to go check that out at some point because I want to make sure mine is on model to his. I'll definitely do that. So for now I'm just trying to get all these elements in. Oops. Oh, okay, that's cool. They did all the keying. Yeah, they did mine too. I think I said. Oh, I didn't know they did paint. Like, would they paint a complete model, or would they just paint basic things, or do they actually have like a really good painter on site? Because I'm not sure either exactly what they're capable of, you know? Because it seems like it could just do everything. Okay, this goes down to a point quite far. I think that construction is fairly accurate. Oh, sorry, I'm just really slow at catching up with chat. That's a spraying sound? I'm sorry, what does it sound like? Like a fan? How did I get into 3D? Yeah, I got into it at uni, well, college, but I wanted to do concepts and things originally. But then I just wasn't really good enough to do concept art, so I needed to think of another thing I could do. And I didn't really have that aptitude to I basically just wasn't dedicated enough to do 2D to practice it. So then some friends of mine showed me sculpting, and that was like interesting and fun enough for me to really dedicate a lot of time to it and really get dedicated to improving. I think I might just take this part out. Thanks, Katya. God of Tony. How long have we been digital sculpting? Oh, can you not hear me? Is this okay? Let me check OBS. I'm really worried now. Oh, let me see if I can do something. Actually, no, if I want to adjust settings, I have to restart, so I won't do that. So, sorry. Please bear with it for now. I will improve it every time. Okay, cool. I'm glad people can hear. I was just being paranoid. This isn't symmetrical, is it? Time to save. This front bit has a nice shape. I might pull out her shoulders a little bit, just starting to feel a bit unbalanced. You know? Her shoulders are looking a bit too round. And her boobs are not actually in her clothes properly. All this stuff I really need more ref for, but bear with me for now. Sorry, chat. Flamey. I'm glad it's interesting. Going at a really relaxed pace right now. I know that actually doing this on the clock, I would try to be a lot more efficient. But this is just kind of an opportunity to relax right now, so. Blobby. Boob. I want the shape to stay good, even if it's going to get covered up. Okay. There's another layer here too. So So that cups this, and then comes down here. The shape is wrong though. Oh, the concept is Star Guardian Ari by Polkon. Oh, yeah, no problem. God of Tony. Yax Cube. Yeah, I guess. I used to be way more into making up my own designs, but 90% of the time I work from 2D concepts because I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the process of translating it. But once in a blue moon I'll do an original design, or if I'm just sketching, but I really like seeing it try and match the 2D. Right, I'm going to interpret the concept like this. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm going to save. Hi, Robin Lynch? Hi. Oh, this song is... It's called A Mix About Cats Love Breakfast and Being Tired. It's like the best title of anything ever. I really like all these panels. Oh, hi, Rafa JBG. I'm just going to extract this. I think I'm going to go thin. Yeah. Might not have been the greatest idea to extract all this stuff before the form is blocked in, but... Okay, I can already tell this ribcage is sticking out way too far. Oh, hold on. Weird. Yeah, I'm gonna delete that. Don't need that. Yeah, this ribcage. That is not accurate to the concept, so... Just gonna cut this in more, it's super defined. Yeah, this needs to be closer to the skin. Just gonna follow the contour. It's okay for now, I guess. Okay, chat. Oh, hi Kyle. I don't feel like my females all have the same face. Personally. But it's always going to happen to a certain extent because people just have their own style, but I don't mind if they look similar, but I want them to have the exact same face. gonna make this really tight to the body on the bits that aren't the edges. So this doesn't really have much of an overlap at the sides. Save. Luffy. Oh, thanks you guys. That's really kind. I try and give them different face styles. I think they're always going to have the same, or at least a similar aesthetic when it's personal work, you know, because I think everyone has their own personal aesthetic which they strive towards perfecting. And that's usually something that every artist has, like 2D and 3D, so I don't think it's like particularly a bad thing. I like it when people have recognizable personal aesthetics. It's kind of like their identity, I guess. I'm going to do a color piece. Oh yeah, sorry, Luffy Art, let's read your comment. Oh, you sculpted one? Can I see? I guess you went through all the same processes, right? That I'm doing here. I'm just going to make this attach for simplicity's purpose. I want to cover up this part because it's fucked. Sorry, messed up in the topology. It's about that. Oh no, her hair covers it in the concept. That's alright. Star Guardian has a lot of points, so I'm just going to give it a point here. And then this connects to this. Sculpting lips, I just finished fire with fun art of Zaya. Yeah, it's really hard. I agree, like lips are a nightmare. Oops. So I find that like a cheat thing that I do, which is pretty accurate to the actual form of the lips, is like make sure this top bit comes down in a nice arch shape, because the bottom of the lip has a lot of volume there generally, and it overlaps this bottom lip here. Like this top bit should overlap this bottom part, because it also comes out further forward, and the inner lip goes backwards. I think that's right. Also, I don't know, if you link your Zaya, I can have a look. I don't mind having a look at it, because I struggle with that as well. I think it's something to do as well with like over defining the form of the lips can make them look weird. Oops. Oh my god, these purring noises. So good. What am I doing? It's kind of tricky because I only want these edges to really go away from the skin. I want the rest of it to conform. That here. I want this to have a clean break, clean line. Something like this. Let's see. Hi, advice for beginners. Do lots of speed sculpts of things you're interested in, and don't worry too much about technical things like good topology and stuff. Just if you're an absolute beginner, just like concentrate on improving your art skills. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm just gonna open this on my iPad. Open browser. Sorry if I was slow to open it. Okay. I don't think your lips are bad at all, actually. Let me just zoom into this. The shape looks nice to me. I think what it is the ratios are a little off, I feel. The lips, they should be a little higher up overall, and the chin feels too small to me. Like the chin and jaw feel too close to the lips. It feels like all of the facial features are kind of placed lower on the head than they ideally should be. I just want to nudge everything up. And in general, if you have like that gap between the bottom of the nostrils and the upper lip, like a rule of thumb I use is the larger the gap is, the more masculine it feels. Or the more it makes a character look really old, because it just like has that connotation of like the flesh drooping down. I think in this case, like the ratio you've done like isn't too bad. I think it's just the chin that makes it feel even larger than it actually is. So it's not the lips in particular. It's I'd say it's just like the facial proportions. Like I think I would probably shorten the nose next time and then nudge the lips up, because I have like the same problem where like sometimes I do the facial features too big for the head. So like getting the facial features to feel nicely positioned on the head is really difficult, but super important for them to look appealing, I think. But you're definitely not far off, and I like how you've presented it, and I like how you've done the hair. Oh, that knocking sound freaked me out. Let me make this link go away. Prism. Oh, I'm glad. That's good to hear. No problem. I think your stuff is coming along a lot. I think I feel like for general advice, you should work on the facial proportions and the ratios, and just defining the features a little bit. Like I like how you haven't made the nose really, really sharp or anything, but sometimes it can help just to like define the bottom of the nostrils. And you can define some things, but I think you've done like a good job in making the skin feel smooth. Right, what was I doing? Blocking out things. star in here, I think, next. Yeah, no problem. Do you want to focus on doing humans in future? Oops. Okay. I'll do these side pieces. Oh, hey, Shane. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, this butt looks so fucking saggy. Do you ever get distracted by like your own bad anatomy and just instantly need to drop everything and just fix something? I think that looks better. I feel like a crack was too high. Still feels a bit flat though. Where was I doing? This stuff. Save. You do that too. It's really infuriating. I just want to work on something undisturbed and then I just notice something that looks terrible and I immediately have to try and fix it. It's so hard to ignore it. He called you out. Hi, boyfriend. How are you? Too thick. I hate how bendy this looks. Just gonna get the skirt on there again. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just gonna make it symmetrical. I might have to remodel this. Oops. What's all this shit going on here? Oh, I see. It's clipping. It's just too thin. And it's definitely not as uniform as I've done it. It's actually meant to be soft material. Probably going to do most of this work in the pose stage, but I think the pleats are just bigger. Definitely helps to do a lot now. These inner pleats should be the same size. Oh, sorry, the skirt. I modelled it in 3ds Max. I modelled it like I would model like a hard surface object, because it has to have like a very specific form. But you can also make this in ZBrush. This is such a good song. Let me see if I can like make one from scratch. Alright, I've seen Japanese guys do this. It's kind of hard to draw it. How do I do that thing? This one, yeah, okay. Where's the panel loops? Edge loop. Oops. No. Oh, don't bevel it. Something like that. And then a bit higher. Oops. And then maybe something like this. Oh, too many polygons. No. Not sure why it always gets holes in it, you know. I just tend to inflate it to get rid of them. Something like that. Then you could retopologize it. In third-party software, or you could remesh it. But yeah, you just draw this pattern. You can draw it a little more accurately than I've done it. Like make sure like this and this are equal. And it's not a bad skirt. And you could just pull it out a little bit. But I find when it can be a little hard to manipulate, so I just modelled it. But I'm sure you could make a really good skirt this way too. It looks a bit more organic actually, especially if you pinch in these bits. Where even is it? Oh, it's like upside down, but I might keep it and I might like replace, I might use that. It's gonna make it into a hat. Okay. Alright, let's read the chat now. Oh yeah, or you could use Marvelous Designer. That might actually be a decent shout for this. Because I think this might just have too many pleats. Just gonna fit it to her body. Maybe I can just be bigger. We'll see how it looks. I think MD might look a little more natural actually. Or I could just simulate the skirt in when she's posed. That actually might be a decent option. But for now, I might just use this just to get the idea of the length. Right, let me read chat. Alright, let me have a look at the skirt you did, Sleepy. Did you use a pattern for this? Or did you draw your own pattern yourself? It's definitely giving me an idea though. I might use your technique. Oh, you gotta go, Ali. Thanks for dropping by. I'm glad you enjoyed. It's always nice to see you. Silver Castle, hi there. Best practice. Yeah, the quick save is really good. What's mine set to? Hold on, my stream's messed up. I'm gonna save now, you just reminded me. Okay, maximum duration 20 minutes. That's not bad. Although I recommend setting this to like 100. I think the default is about 1,000, but it makes the quick save files really huge, and it can take a while. So I'd set that to like around 100 or 200, whatever you're comfortable with. And you can set this to like 15 minutes. It's probably better. and then you probably won't lose any work ever, unless something gets corrupted. But I recommend working in Z tools and not Z projects because they're a bit more stable. So I have all these iterations. The only thing is you need to make sure you have a decent, a large enough SSD, because the files can get so big that you want to make sure you have enough space on your SSD, otherwise it's going to give you an error message every 10 minutes. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the skirt in Marvelous. But I'm going to do it when she's posed. And if it looks a bit too realistic, then I can always... But... it's kind of hard to get a good shape, to be honest. I think I want it to look a bit more realistic. I think my pleats don't go up far enough either. I mean, I could always turn this to Dynamesh, but I think it's way too early for any of that. So already it's looking a bit washed. And this is gonna... Alright, chat. Luffy, you can buy patterns in the MD store, and you can just find them in sewing books as well and copy them. Skirt patterns are quite generic, so it's probably a good shout. The difficult thing about doing this by hand is getting the length on all these pleats realistic, because I know it's going to go up a lot more at the back. Oh, this is really awful. I could just do this in MD2, but... I'm just gonna crease it. Whatever. Alright, let's placeholder. Just get something in. Sometimes if you think it's crashing, you actually can just leave it for 5 minutes and it can start responding again. Or sometimes it is just crashed. But usually I find autosave does everything I want to do. It's definitely saved me hours and hours. I want this to come down, cover our ass. Oh, they are sharp. They're fairly sharp. Scallops. I might simulate this too, yeah. Geometry. I've never used ZBrush. I want to try and use it. think this is just an underskirt and it's not attached to the bottom of the... No, it's a separate skirt. I'm going to treat it like that. It's a little separate underskirt. It's not actually attached to this one. I'm sure I could try and find the right type of pleated skirt pattern. These are box pleats. Alright. Just gonna give this thickness for now. Okay, I'm gonna add more loops here. Wrong tool, modeler. Okay. This needs more support. Nope. Just gonna thicken some of these. At least in Marvelous Designers is going to be consistent. Oh, I forgot about that skirt. I think this one will work for now. Yeah, the problem is these need to invert. This looks like it's going to be a bit of a headache, actually. But there's definitely nothing wrong with hand sculpting it. I'm just going to have a look at some reference of anime figures with these skirts later on. Maybe try and get it to feel right this way. I think it could actually be a little short, I'm not sure. It's definitely not going to feel right until it's posed up. I think just these should feel more tube-like. I'm not sure. I think it needs a lot more work before I can say. Leafy art. Oh, Yax Cube. This is, let's see. Yeah, this is pretty good. Let me link it. Hold on, just have to go to my own stream. Dashboard? Oh no. Right. I was trying to find this stream. Pixelogic? Okay, I see it. There. Posted it. Champion Pac-Man. No, this is going to be posed up, so I'm kind of doing my best with the skirt for now, but I might just fabric simulate it when she's in the pose. I'm not decided yet, or I might just roll with this and just sculpt all these by hand, but I'll try both and see what looks better. Or I might just use the Marvelous one as reference, I'm not sure. Leafy, what were you saying? Oh. Oh, for the posing stage? Well, when I do that, I'll probably... what I do is, anything I want to deform with the body, I'll have it showing, and then anything that is like a hard object that I don't want to get, that I don't want to be deformed or like get in the way, like things like this thing, probably a lot of other elements, like any like hard surface stuff. I unhide them and then transpose master everything, and then reposition the hard surface objects back on top of the pose version. It'll make more sense when I actually do it, but it's kind of hard to explain. This is too defined. It's hard for me to explain it with words, but it should make sense. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. I should stop now, but progress wasn't too bad. I think next week I'm gonna put on the gloves and the shoes, model everything else, hair accessories, and then after that I'll probably work on the face. Not really done too much to it yet. But I'm not sure about it yet, so I think it needs a lot of work still. But I try to not touch it because I don't want to get too sidetracked working on the face. But yeah, to judge everything, I'm gonna get all the costume elements blocked out and then see where I'm at. Gary, hi. I'm actually just about to finish, but thanks for tuning in. So I'll make her socks fitter and look good. I want to make these shoes. Give her some pants. But then I think for this tail, I want it to be like soft, so I'm gonna dynamesh it and smooth it all. But yeah, progress not too bad. Did quite a lot tonight actually. But I really want to make the face look good. I really want it to look like PK's art, so I might ask him his opinion on it and get some feedback.
But if you accept your misfortune and handle it right, your perceived failure can become a catalyst.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I better stop soon. My shoulders hurt. I have really bad posture. But yeah, thanks for watching, you guys. Thanks for sticking around, asking questions. I like talking to you all. So hopefully this will start to look a bit more interesting next week. Oh, thanks, Robin. So yeah, a long way to go, but oh, glad the turbine is gone. Yeah, I just switched microphones and it's cut out all the background noise, so glad that worked out. Should be fine from now on. Alright, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll catch you next week, maybe the same time, next Sunday. So thanks very much. See you next time.